NFC with a berth in Super Bowl 60 on the line. We'll break it all down in Game Day Final, which starts right now. It is time for Game Day Final, presented to you by Mercedes-Benz. And what a way to wrap up divisional weekend in the Windy City. Overtime, second possession for the Rams. Harrison Mevis, the thicker kicker, sending L.A. to Seattle. In the NFC title game, the Rams end the Bears' Cinderella run 20-17 in overtime. And so here's your final four. The early game will be the New England Patriots against the Denver Broncos, the top two seeds in that conference. The nightcap will be on Fox. It'll be the Rams and Seahawks part trois. The first two meetings, absolutely incredible. And with that, we welcome you to our NFL Network LA-based studios alongside a pair of Super Bowl champions, Michael Robinson, David Carr. I am Chris Rose. Woo! We don't need to thaw here, but
extra football, that was fun, man.
That was a blast to watch. And if you're the Chicago Bears and their fans, you're wondering, oh my gosh, we were that close. And if you're the LA Rams, you're like, thank goodness our secondary came up big time, right? It's that simple.
It is that simple. The secondary was one of the weaker, was considered the weaker link of that defense, but they showed up and they showed out. They turned turnovers into points. That's how they got the win.
Well, let's show you how it all unfolded in extra football. The Rams actually got the ball first in overtime. They did not score. The Bears got the ball, and we're thinking, boy, they're looking good. They're running it down their throat.
This is Davante Adams in a game to send you to the NFC Championship.
I mean, there was no room for error right there. That was a perfect
crazy throw.
And then you got to go to Puka Nacua, who was kind of held in check throughout regulation. But, boy, you get him the ball in the middle of the field, he's like a running back.
Yeah, this was a zero blitz.
Yep.
He turned around, made himself available for Matthew Stafford, got the first down. Great job.
Rams did give it a couple of end zone shots, and
you got to catch that, Terrence.
Still, yeah. Both of Ferguson.
Yep. This one and the one on the right was so close.
Oh,
so
you got to catch that.
So it sets up the thicker kicker. Remember, they did make a kicking change this season. They also changed their special teams coach as well. Sean McVay was like, if we are going to end up in the Super Bowl, we have to make hard decisions around here. And that's exactly what they did. And he has been outstanding. Harrison Mevis, 42 yards out between the uprights, and they are off to Seattle for a date with the one seed.
Wide left.
That was 10 yards back. That might have been wide.
What a rough finish for Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears, who gave us so many memorable moments, particularly the last 2 weeks at home against the Green Bay Packers with a key fourth down conversion, then another one here to send the game to overtime. It was absolutely incredible. And I think if you're the Rams, a lot of people probably favored the Rams in this one. David Carr, the experience, the veteran leadership. You've got a second-year quarterback on Chicago's sidelines, a rookie head coach as well. I think the Rams are kind of fortunate that they're moving on.
I mean, I would say Seahawks fans are probably not fired up that the Rams are playing. That's what I would think. I mean, if this is a game in the 70-degree weather or right across the street right here, this might be Rams by a couple, maybe 10, 14 points. But because it was in the elements, it was in Soldier Field, I mean, it was a fantastic environment for playoff football. Caleb, those guys, incredible, battling those guys all the way to the end, had multiple chances. But the Rams are a good football team. They're obviously sound on both sides of the ball. They have the experience, Sean McVay, Matt Stafford, just the different looks. You know, you talked about the cover zero with Puka, making those types of plays in crunch time. I mean, that's why these guys can separate themselves. And the longer you play, the better team, the more experienced team will eventually win out.
And to me, that last drive showed everything as to why Matthew Stafford is probably the MVP.
Yeah, that's right.
Year. 10 plays, 54 yards, 3 first downs. He made all the right decisions. Even the incomplete passes were passes that his guys could have made plays.
Still in the right spot.
Still in the right spot. Still could have made plays with their hands on the football. I will say this, because you did say something, and me and Chris, we talked about this last night. I'm not so sure that the Seahawks fans don't want to see the Rams. Like, they know them, right?
Yeah, no, I get that division, right?
It's the division. But the Chicago Bears, I don't know if they would have wanted to have seen the Chicago Bears, because they want to punch you in the face. Bullies, I said it last night, I'll say it again. Bullies don't like bullies, and the Seattle Seahawks are bullies, okay? And if you look at how the Chicago Bears play football, 2 running backs with close to 1,000 yards, a quarterback, you can't get down, they can make every throw. I mean, they play football like bullies. So I would say the Seattle Seahawks, I think they're happy that they're playing NFC West foe for a third time.
It'll be a great game.
We talked about veteran leadership on the side of the Los Angeles Rams. One of those guys, Davante Adams, came up big with that huge catch in overtime. He now makes it to his 4th NFC title game, still looking for that first berth in the Super Bowl. He's hanging out with our Stacey Dales.
Davante Adams, it wasn't pretty, but y'all got the job done. What a critical toe tapper for you to keep the chains moving.
Yeah, those are tough, especially games where you're not touching it as much. But, it's not my first time coming in here and making it work, so we had to do what we had to do.
You knew exactly what this would be like at Soldier Field. They blanketed you. They blanketed Puka.
Yeah.
What was this like going against this defense today?
It felt like one of the old Packer Bears rivalry games, man. I mean, I'm not on the Packers no more, but it was a beautiful game. The weather, everything about it just felt like the playoffs, and we came out on the right side of it, so it's even better.
You're used to the cold. Your teammates aren't used to the cold.
Yeah.
What was this like for you and them?
To be honest, I'm not even trying to be like, we kind of talked it up to be something crazy than what it is. And, we out here playing football just like any other day, but it's a little chilly, but we'll take the LA weather.
You're going to the NFC Championship. Why is it good to get tested like this as the #1 scoring offense in football, and perhaps your quarterback's going to be the most valuable player?
Well, he certainly should be, and we callous, man. We've had basically every type of game that you can have, whether we're on the good side or the wrong side this year, and we just got a resilient group of people that they don't care what the score says, care about how much time in the clock. Just got to be time and downs, and we believe in ourselves.
You were tops in touchdowns this year. Why is Matthew Stafford the MVP?
I mean, you see everything he does out there. I mean, the way he commands the huddle. Obviously, the numbers speak for themselves, but just the cool cat that he is, and to come out here and lead this team the way he has all year, it's a beautiful thing.
Top thoughts, Seattle. Split with them.
Hey, look, we got to come out. We know what they're about. They got a great team, and they got a lot of threats. But at the end of the day, we feel like we're the best team in football when we're doing what we got to do. So we just got to go out and handle business.
Appreciate you, Davante.
Of course. Good to see you. Thank you.
One more look at the Davante Adams catch in overtime.
Wow. Man, look at that.
Incredible.
That was, hey, Chris, that's a pinky-to-pinky catch.
Credit Chris Shula and that Rams defense, particularly forcing turnovers, which is something that Caleb Williams has not done throughout his career. Only 7 picks this year in the regular season, but now in back-to-back weeks, multiple interception games. 2 last week in the win over Green Bay, 3 here against the Rams. What happened?
Well, I mean, we've said it before. If you're not going to be a top 5 defense, you got to be opportunistic. The Bears have been all year, and the Los Angeles Rams decided they're going to be. And all you have to do is give them different looks. I mean, just the subtleties of just that cover, just force the other team to make errors. This is an offensive error. The defense was in the right place to make a play on that ball. Cam made a great play on that ball, but that was just being in the right place, forcing the offense to make a bad decision.
Totally agree with you, David. I was impressed by the Rams secondary, just how they attacked the ball when it was in the air.
Yep.
Oftentimes you see defensive backs, you know what I'm saying, try to swat the football down or something like that. These Rams defensive backs were in the mood of taking the ball away. And so to be able to take the football away, especially in the playoffs, give your offense extra opportunities, I just thought it was phenomenal. And on top of, you're playing a young quarterback. So to your point, David, just subtle movements in the secondary, subtle adjustments post-snap, provide some different looks for your quarterback and a young quarterback who hasn't seen every look. So good job, Rams defense.
And so now Sean McVay moves on. This is his 9th year as a head coach. He is 1 victory away from appearing in his 3rd Super Bowl. Up next, a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So here is the head coach of the Los Angeles